The answer is you need to perform a dopamine detox. By now you might already have an idea what dopamine detox is going to look like. What you're going to do is set aside a day where you're going to avoid all the highly stimulating activities. You're going to stop flooding your brain with high amounts of dopamine, and you're going to let your dopamine receptors recover. Just a disclaimer, if you're suffering from a drug addiction, then I suggest you seek professional help, as you've probably formed a physiological and psychological dependence. And I don't want you to experience any extreme withdrawal symptoms. Now, back to the detox. For one whole day, you will try to have as little fun as possible. You won't be using the internet or any technology like your phone or computer. You're not allowed to listen to music, you're not allowed to masturbate or eat any junk food. Basically, you're going to remove all sources of external pleasure for the entire day. You're going to embrace boredom, and trust me, there will be a lot of boredom. You are, however, allowed to do the following. Go for a walk, meditate and be alone with your thoughts, reflect on your life and goals, write down any ideas you get, not on your computer or phone, but on a physical piece of paper. All of this might seem quite intense, but if you want radical results and you want them fast, you need to be able to take radical action. Now you might be asking yourself, why would this even work? You can think of it this way. Let's say that you've been eating every single meal at the best restaurant in your town. As a result, what happened is that those fancy meals became your new normal. If someone offered you a bowl of plain rice, you would probably refuse. It simply wouldn't taste as good as your usual restaurant meal. But if you suddenly find yourself stranded on a deserted island and you're starving, suddenly that bowl of plain rice doesn't seem so bad. And that is what the dopamine detox does. It starves you of all the pleasure you usually get, and in turn it makes those less satisfying activities more desirable. To put it simply, dopamine detox works because you become so bored that boring stuff becomes more fun.